Mike Wilkening and Kevin Fishbane joined me for a Week 1 Sunday night preview. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Denver Broncos. And the Pittsburgh Steelers coming into this game thinking about that wild card matchup from last year. They're seeing the uniforms and thinking this is the team that knocked us out of the playoffs. But to use the same matchup that they did last year, it's going to be a completely different story. Tim Tebow's not there. Peyton Manning in at quarterback for the Broncos. Mike, what do the Pittsburgh Steelers have to do to take control of this game?
They have to play better pass defense. They were horrible in the secondary last year, and it really cost them. Demaryius Thomas more than 200 yards. I think they were surprised by the passing game. Clearly, you're not going to be surprised by Peyton Manning throwing the ball this time. You've just got to defend it better. I think this is a big game for Ike Taylor. He's a guy that had a very good regular season, struggled in the postseason. I think he's got something to prove. I think he'll have a chip on his shoulder. I think he's going to come out and play well. The other concern, though, is Eric Decker with Peyton Manning. This is going to be a better passing game overall. You got to pressure Manning. You got to find a way to rattle him a little bit if you're that Pittsburgh pass rush.
And you mentioned Ike Taylor had a great season, but all anybody looks at if you're a Steelers fan is 80-yard touchdown pass and ended up losing the game for him. Kevin, tell me, what are the Broncos going to bring to this game to help them win?
Well, I think we saw from the preseason there should be confidence in Denver that Peyton Manning's going to be able to move the ball downfield. That's why the Steelers' pass defense needs to step up. On the other side of the ball, I look at the Broncos' pass defense that really needs to step up because Pittsburgh is going to be throwing the ball a lot. Without Rashard Mendenhall, assuming he's not playing, Big Ben is obviously a very accomplished quarterback. He's got two great receivers in Wallace and Brown. The Broncos, a new defense with Jack Del Rio. You got Tracy Porter there at corner, opposite Champ Bailey. You're looking at safety, Mike Adams, Raheem Moore. Those players really need to step up to slow down that Pittsburgh offense. Everyone's going to be focused on Manning, but Big Ben can still throw the ball.
And the Broncos definitely have the pass rush between Dumerville and Von Miller, but you got to look at Ben Roethlisberger as one of the best escape artists in the pocket, too. Mike, tell me, how do you see the game playing out?
You know, the Steelers were big favorites in that wild card game. It's a closer spread than this one. I think that the feeling is that there's really not a lot separating these teams. I just think Pittsburgh's a little bit better, a little healthier coming into this game. They've got something to prove. I think they turned the tables in the opener.
Kevin?
You know, it's been a tough game to predict because none of us can really accurately say what Peyton Manning's going to do. He looked great in the preseason, but can they do it on the field in a regular season game against Pittsburgh? I'm leaning towards the Steelers in a close one. I just see some growing pains on the offense and defense for Denver in that first game.
New quarterback for the Denver Broncos. The Pittsburgh Steelers had a lot of turnover, got rid of some old veterans. It's going to be a brand new Steelers versus Broncos game here in Week 1. For the best coverage of the NFL throughout the season, check us out at ProFootballWeekly.com.